the mythic squad, united by a bond. There's no corner of the kingdom where we won't reach a soul, no opponent safe. With mythic squad, better run and go hide in a cave. Ultra's got the best pets, over owns every land. Beaver will hunt you down with his mythic treads. You know, winning is our thing. We're skilling the king. Every raffle he wins. Step with us in the ring. Mythic squad, no, we'll never be bent. Not from a wrong side or any ground jets. Mythic squad, every hero's on quest. Step aside, oh my friend, you will have to repent. You'll have to repent. I'm with Marsh in the pit, selling goons like BEC. But dark Starbucks G's, we're the kings of the seven seas. Mythic squad, we will fly high with the wings of a dragonfly. Mr. Intern, give us powers, meet us up in the office hours. $100 with us, mate. Mythic swords in my hands, 91K. Fox got us through the stages while we summon mythic sages. Dark knights, spellbounds crazy. Mythic squad will remain for the ages. Now run and go hide in their caves. Mythic squad will remain for the ages. Mythic squad, no, we'll never be bent. Not from a wrong side or any ground jet. Mythic squad, every hero's on quest. Step aside, oh my friend, you will have to
Still, yeah, thank you. Hey, I didn't really say anything. I was just talking. That's 91 Karma's beautiful track right there. Glad you all liked it. I got another version coming for you later. And so, welcome everyone, welcome. Without further ado, welcome to my office. And today we have something special to talk about. Today, oh shit, I have my phone playing this. Oh dear God. Oh dear God. I'm just a mess. This an hour earlier. You see what happens when I go an hour earlier for Bolon, and then he doesn't even show up. God, the gall of that guy. But today I'm here to tell you all about a couple things. First one, and most importantly, being the MSVHT II Bad Mother Cluckers tournament, which was announced this morning at about, midnight 30 Pacific Daylight Time. And already received a lot of interest, received a lot of questions. As of the current moment, at this very moment, we have 8 people signed up of a total of 32 entries. There are only 32 entries in this tournament that are going to be allowed. So last time, just for context, I think we had 40 people sign up and 36 actually showed up. So this time we're only having 32, and we have 8 people already in. So 25% of the spots are loaded up, full up. And, I know a lot of people last time were lagging and waiting a while to enter. I think spots are going to fill up before the affixes, before the details on what the affixes are actually comes out. But here, while we're here, let's just run through this article. I will drop a link into the chat so you can follow along with me. You can also find this. Yes, limited space code green, because one of my lessons learned from last time is that I do not have infinite time. I don't have infinite time. So I recognize that, and there is a cap. But there is also an entry fee required. But there you go. That link that is now... Can I pin it? Can I pin it? Can I figure out how to do that? Boom. All right. That is now pinned in the chat. Is where you can follow along with me. And here we're just going to go through it. So we have the second one announced. Biggest thing is that the dates are set. The qualifier round is going to occur on June 8th and 9th. And the championship round will be on June 22nd. So the 32 people, assuming we hit full signups, that play in the qualifier round that'll all happen June 8th and 9th, and the 16 who advance from the qualifier will go on to the championship on June 22nd. Shout out to Noobs. Thank you for the gold. As always, my friends, check out Donate Live. I encourage you to do that. I'm going to spend less time on the show right now, though, just so I can go through this. But always appreciate Two Noobs and that tool. And you can find the link to Donate Live in the show description. Anyway, June 8th and 9th for the qualifying round. That is set in stone. That is not moving. And then June 22nd for the championship. We all remember last time, the championship went pretty fast, but the qualifier round is like mayhem, party time all day. I think I just won't belabor the point anymore on that before saying what's at stake here. Last time we had almost 2,000 Joule in the prize pool, right? This time we decided, we're going to take it a little easier, and we've lowered it down from 2,000 Joule to $1,000 in USDC, payable to $600 to first place, $300 to second place, and $100 to third place. So that is a huge incentive. So that's what you get. If you make it all the way through the gauntlet that the new affixes represent, you will have earned pretty chunk of change. And now you might be thinking, wow, the sign up, the entry fees for this must be huge to cover that cost. But they are not. The entry fee is $10 in USDC, and you pay it to the wallet identified in the sign up form. It says the address twice in there. So that's where you send your sign up fee. And the $10 entry fee is really, that's an increase from last time. I know. I'm sorry for some people if that's a problem. But it's really just to ensure that you're committed to the schedule. And, we do have the limited spots. I don't want people to sign up if they're not sure that they can make it, or if they think there's a chance they won't be able to make it. I understand everyone sometimes, like every time there's an event, someone has something last minute that might come up, and I'm just trying to minimize that. It's on your birthday, Code Green. I mean, how cool would it be to win a championship on your birthday? Huh? I'm just saying. You might want to consider doing that. But anyway, so $10 entry fee. The sign-up link is in the link that is pinned in the chat. And I'm going to go back up to the top here, and we're going to run through the details. So last time, I gave you all the affixes, the challenges up front. And I got a lot of feedback from, people who watched, people who competed, that, the fact that they were available so early gave people too much time to prepare. And that it might be more fun if I waited. And so I took that to consideration, but I also wanted to give people some time, right? I didn't want it to be like the day of the event, so you get zero practice at all, that these affixes are revealed. I wanted to give people some time to prepare so that we can see, what happens, but it won't be like the several weeks you had before. In fact, it's going to be just 5 days before the event. So the Monday before that Saturday is when I'm going to release the affixes. Now, the affixes are all done. I know what they all are. In fact, I have 6 of them, but we're only going to use 4. So it's really just a limiting game from here. And the way that the tournament differs from the last time is that last time you had to complete each one, and if you failed any one on the way, you were immediately out. But this time is different because contestants are not immediately eliminated if you fail. I'm going to repeat that. Contestants are not immediately eliminated if you fail an affix. So how are we going to decide who the top 16 are? Well, instead, what's going to happen is that you all, the competitors, are going to receive a score for each of, they're going to do all 4 of the affixes on the opening day, and they're going to go back to back to back. Like, we're going to reveal on Monday what the affixes are. On Saturday and Sunday, the opening round contestants are going to show up, and what's going to happen is you're going to show up, you're going to play all 4 of your affixes in a row, and at the same time, one other person will be playing all 4 of theirs in a row. And we're going to be kind of doing that live stream thing where I hop between 2 matches, but you'll both be in Discord, won't be able to hear me, but that's how we're going to make it work. And I was assigning 40-minute time slots to people within 2-hour blocks, and then also a 1-hour break in between each 2-hour block. which is going to serve as my rest, my bathroom breaks, my food, but also a buffer time in case we need a little bit more than that 40 for some of the matches. Because I could see some people being done in way less than 40 minutes with the 4, but I could also see some people kind of going up or a little bit past that. And so I built in that buffer time to allow for that. Another fun thing about the buffer time is I know we have a lot of streamers in the community who wish they had a chance to commentate a little bit, or they were running side shows. You know, I mean, I don't mean like a sideshow. I shouldn't have said that, but like they were running streams kind of in parallel with the event. But this time, what's happening is we're starting at 10 a.m. and then I'm taking a break from 12 to 1 and another break from 3 to 4. So hey, if I were another streamer in the community, maybe I go kind of fill in those time slots. Also, I'm going to be releasing a sign-up sheet for the 3 2-hour periods when we're going to be going, and I'll let you guys sign up to be the co-commentator during that time. So that way I'm really going to work in a bunch of different styles. We can really, you know, not just compete on the game itself, but we can also have, you know, competition among our streamers to see who is the best commentators, you know? So that's what we're going to be doing there. So look out if you're a streamer for those co-commentator sign-up sheet, which is going to come out later this week. All right. So yeah, as I said before, contestants are not eliminated immediately. You play all 4. And there is a scoring system that goes like so. So in each affix, if you don't complete the affix, if you like lose it, if you lose the battle, or if you like fail the challenge, you will get 0 points. So you're not eliminated, but like really your chances of me being in top 16 go down dramatically. But I do think it's going to allow people to have more fun all the same, because it's like you can come show off like, hey, I blew it on the first one, but like I wrecked all the others. I would have been so good. So I think it's still worth it to play through, and you never know. You know, the affixes are pretty hard this time. But the way the scoring works is heroes, you get plus 5 points to add it to your score for each hero that is alive at the end of the match for a successfully completed affix. And so if you have all 3 heroes alive, you're getting 15. And I'm kind of thinking of 15, that's like the base score, right? If you want to be in the top competitors, right? But then there's a little bit of modifier here. So potions are now scored instead of just by number used. That's what we used in the championships last time. Instead, it's going to be scored by stone weight. So you get no additional points above 15 if you finish with 0 to 4 stone remaining, less than 5 stone, basically, in your battle budget at the end of a match. You get 1 point for finishing with 5 to 9 stone in the battle budget. And so that means if you're using a swiftness potion, you're going to be down here at like in 1 point, definitely. But at the same time, you're only losing 3 points off of a perfect match and only 1 point off of 10 to 14 stone. So it is a trade-off that could be viable. If you just want to crank through it, you have a strategy, you have a window, it could still be worth it to use these potions. And the scoring is set up so it is always better to use a potion instead of allowing a hero to die. Because at most you get 4 points for finishing with a perfect score. At most you get 4. And I did kind of, there is a little bonus here, right? Because you see there's kind of these ranges, 0 to 4, 5 to 9, 10 to 14. Or it goes up by 1 on those, but it does go up by 2 for the perfect game. And that's really to, you know, you can catch up with and tie someone maybe who is, you know, that's where I think it's really going to allow for some differentiation. Is people who have perfect scores versus people who don't. And then it's going to, the fine grain differentiation is going to come here. So this is where you know, perfect scores separate the chaff from the wheat. These ones are going to determine what our, like, you know, 10 through 16 seeds are, I'm hoping. But there are a bit more other kind of critical rules. So first rule is no retries. You get 1 shot to complete the affix. And that's really a time consideration more than anything else. I basically fill up my Saturday and Sunday with this schedule the way I have it set up. And I can't give much more than the 32 contestants, their 4 rounds. no repeats. So that means you have to use a different team to defeat each affix during the qualifier round, right? So during the championship, you can reuse teams that you've used in the qualifier round, just like we had last time. It's really just, do you have 4 teams that are good enough to handle the challenges? There are no restrictions on equipment. There are restrictions on hero levels. Heroes cannot be more than 4 levels apart. So you could play with a 13, a 15, and a 17, and you've got your 13 and 17, they're 4 levels apart. They are not more than 4 levels apart. That is an acceptable comp. You can't play a level 20, a level 20, and a level 12, right? That you can't do that. And the reason that rule exists is because I do abuse the shit out of average level system in farming XP. So that's why there's a 4 level gap restriction. There is also, I want to highlight this and make it bigger, there is a penalty for using teams below an average level of 15. There is a penalty. So if you have an average level of 14, you're minus 2 points. It's minus 2 points for each level below 15. So at 14, it's minus 2. At 13, it's minus 4. And at 12, it's minus 6. This is set up this way because in response to the first one, I received feedback that, and I just witnessed for myself that, it was kind of easier to defeat the challenges if you just dark summoned the lowest possible level heroes, made it like an overpowered team for that level, and just went in against the weakest version of the fight. And I wanted to address that imbalance, but also not ban. I didn't want to ban people from using lower average levels because I don't know if everyone has 4 15 average teams. So I didn't want to ban it. And so this is the balance that I landed on. And the way this works is really, if you use an average level 12 team, then your score is going to be reduced by 1 more than a hero. So other people could lose a hero and otherwise perform just as well as you, and you would lose to them because you use an average level 12. But at 13 and 14, it's only a minus 4 and a minus 2. So you could do you could probably make that difference up by having 2 perfect games. So that's kind of the thought I was going with, and that's the balance I landed on. I have received questions about whether there is a bonus for using average level higher than 15. And I did think about that, and even before it was asked. And it's not something I did because I really think that the skill gap issue, or like the difficulty level of the enemy issue, kind of tapers off after you get above 15, because your heroes are so much stronger at those higher levels that I actually kind of view the level 20 rock box as is easier even than the 15 rock box. So I didn't think you should get a bonus for using those super strong heroes. And if I were to just math it out consistently across the levels, a level 20 team would end up with a 10-point bonus, which would basically just ruin the competition, because you would have people with level 20 teams would have such a significant advantage that it wouldn't really matter how they played. They could still win and play pretty poorly. And I didn't want that. So that is why there is a penalty for going below 15, and there is no bonus for going above. But the penalty is designed so that you can still use these heroes. You just will have to perform better slightly, because it's only minus 2 points. So you're competing on potions at that point. You're not competing on heroes until you get to level 12, where you're losing out on a whole hero, and it becomes a very staggering difference. Just like the last time, oops, messed that up. That's supposed to be over there, exclamation point, dumb. But just like last time, we are going to open up the MSVHT admin in-game account, which is colloquially called the Mythic Squad Treasure Chest. But yeah, in-game name, MSVHT admin. Ooh, let me move myself so you can see it. There she is, little ninja. And we are allowing anyone in the community who wants to donate any hero, equipment, pets, items, like whatever it may be, send it to MSVHT admin. And if you don't care if we give you a shout out, that you're good to go. It'll get given away when we do a spin wheel for all contestants. That is going to happen during office hours in one of the weeks between June 9th and June 22nd. So I'm going to do that spin wheel again, just like last time. I did learn some lessons from last time. I'm not going to give finalists such a significant advantage on the wheel results. But yeah, strongly encourage anyone who wants to donate. That address for the treasure chest is in the wallet, and it is also is in the doc, and it is also the same address where you send your USDC entry fee when you sign up. So if anyone in the community, whether you're participating or not, this is what you're going to do if you want to add to the community fun. I really did enjoy that stream. Everyone else seemed to like that stream. I'm going to throw a couple of good cards in there. I've been picking up legendaries like candy off the floor, so I might just throw some in there and just see who gets them. It'll be fun. Let me see. What other points do I have to make? Right. None of the affixes are going to require you to use or prohibit you from using any of the classes. So you could theoretically go in with 4 teams of 3 archers, and you could use that straight through. This is kind of an experiment. This is based on feedback that I got last time. So my main concern with this is that you're going to have, everyone's just going to use one type of composition, and it's going to be so dominant that it's not really interesting. That is a risk. I'm willing to take that risk, though, because I don't think our community is that homogenous and kind of ossified on their strategies. So I do think it'll be worth it to allow anyone to use any class. And this is another way I can easily justify withholding the affix information until we get to really close to the event. All of them are going to be structured similar to how the brutish affix functioned in the first one. And I don't mean that they're all like as hard as that one. I just mean they're all like, you need to do this while you're in combat and then win. It's an additional thing that you have to complete, like an objective to complete, as opposed to use this class instead of that class kind of restrictions. So I think that's the only real information I wanted to give out. I do have extra affixes. Let me look at my secret notes here, see if I can give you a real example to the listeners. Remember, I have 6 canned, and we're only playing 4. So even if I give you this example, it doesn't mean it's going to actually be used. But let me just look. Yes, okay. So probably the easiest and most obvious one is the one that I will kind of list out here is one of the 6 options that will be reduced to 4 for the opening day is masochist, which is you have to kill 2 demon box, right? So stuff like that. That's like the equivalent of rampage, maybe, or maybe there's harder ones. But that's one example of the types of things we're going for. It's not you can't use archers. It's not you can't use healers. It's requirements that must be done in the game. And I'm excited to maybe see or hear people speculate about what kinds of things could be on the list for other affixes for this one. Let me see here if there was any other information I really wanted to cover. So yeah, to find the finalists, we're going to add up all of your scores from the 4 battles, and the top 16 will advance. If there is a tie, it says it somewhere in here, I don't remember where exactly, but if there is a tie, we will I will have a wild card round that will happen in between the 2 scheduled qualifier round and the championship. So let's see, where was it? Wild card round. If there is a tie for 16th, I won't reveal what the wild card round affix will be, but I will just say, think outside the box if you want to know what affix is going to be in the wild card round, because I don't want to reveal what the affixes will be for the finals, which are truly demented, my friends. One of them I've thought on for nights and nights and nights about whether it was too hard. And I decided, you know what? I don't care if it's too hard. Someone's going to prove me wrong. And so it is kind of really screwed up one that I have planned for the finals. Like, it combines two of the restrictions in, like, the worst possible way. Think outside the box. Yeah, 91 Karma's got it. Thank you for catching that wordplay, sir. Outside the box. He caught the hit very well. The wild card round may involve pigs outside the box. But, so yeah. At this point, I think since I don't have to cover the affixes themselves, I just want to open it up to you guys for questiones that you may have. While I wait for you to ask any questions, Karma's just got a yoke shield. That is awesome. Another yoked buckler. Keep it in the squad, baby. That is awesome. Congrats, 91 Karmas. We love to see those mythic drops. Mythic drops, baby. That's what Mythic Squad is all about. I did see another question in Jeweler's Discord. Thanks, Mega and J-Dub, I think he was talking to, or maybe it was Germ Curry. But it was they were asking, can you game the average level system, right? Because there's this average level penalty. A lot of people have been saying, like, so I can't use heroes under 15. No, you can. You will just lose points if the average level of your team is below 15. So if you have like 13, 14, I know that wouldn't work, but say you had something like 14, 14, 15, you get no penalty because yes, you're using two 14s and a 15, but your average level is going to be 15, and that's all that matters. What I care about for that restriction is the difficulty level of your opponent, not the strength of your team, right? If you want to go against average level 15 box with a lower than 15 hero, I'm all for it as long as you're not more than 4 levels apart, right? So 13, 15, 17 is like the most simple spread example there, because that gets you right to an average of 15, and that would be the biggest gap you could have between the level 17 and the 13. What else? What else have I seen people ask? That's really it. Once again, we are now at 9 responses. Shout out Be Easy. One of the fun things. Let me see if I can get this graph showing. We have 3 contestants signed up from the Mythic Squad, 2 from the Jewelers, 1 from Eternal Zenith, 1 from ADFK, 1 from Perilous Pirates, and 1 person who I assume has no guild affiliation who entered Your Mom LOL, which I respect. Oh my god, I know who did that. What? Kit, you can't do that. You're messing with my system. I have a limit. My wife, ladies and gentlemen. My wife. What did she put in the required fields? I am the great buttholio is what she said for the subnet transaction link. Thanks, babe. I know you're watching now, or I suspect you're watching at least, but you must be pee poo poo. The name alone didn't make me think of anything of it because I thought I've seen someone with that name in the Discord before. I'm going to have to make sure I exclude that. But anyways, sorry, I was just thrown off. So ignore the Your Mom. That one's wrong. So Perilous Pirates, 3 Mythic Squad, 2 Jewelers, Eternal Zenith has 1, ADFK has 1. So we got Mythic Squad and Jewelers showing out. ADFK, who is it from ADFK? Is it Crypto Gospel, Ready Player 1984? It might be. Good people signed up, though. Honestly, the competition is already looking great. And I will reveal that the one and only Perilous Scam Frog O'Cool, who is the current Mythic Squad Void Hunt Tournament champion, has already entered the ring, and his opponent, the second place finisher, Karaket, has also already entered the name in the ring. So competition is going to be fierce. Kupo and Be Easy. She wants that prize money. Wife is now my newest hero. Yeah, she's my favorite main character. It's definitely the main character of my life. I'm just a foil at best. At best, I'm more likely character development presented to her for those issues. But yeah, it's okay. Okay. Seeing no questions, I will assume that everyone perfectly understood everything that I said. And I will move on from the Mythic Squad Void Hunt tournament itself with its $1,000 prize pool, and instead add and tell you that Mythic Squad will also be sponsoring Void Hunt raffle rewards in an amount of, I mean, this is still not finalized all the way, but I think it is. It's not done yet. So, but I think it's going to be from the day the day before the tournament starts through the day of the championship. We are going to be sponsoring $60 a day in Hunt raffle rewards, broken up among 4 winners. So in addition to the prize pool itself, anyone playing Hunts is going to get some love from the Mythic Squad in the month of June. So definitely going to be a good time. And once again, if you're not able to compete, but you still want to have fun, be a part of it, if you want to give a prize away, toss it into that donation wallet. I really appreciate it. I was blown away by how fun that stream was last time for the, what's it called? The spin wheel stream that I did for the last tournament. So really excited to do that again if I have the chance. And I'm relying on you, everyone, to help me make it happen. That's right. I need you. All right. Yeah, 91 Karma's in the chat saying Skiller is going to win all of the raffles. I mean, that's why there's kind of a conflict of interest with kind of Mythic Squad sponsoring this, because it's just kind of handing money to ourselves, right? What's with that? No, I'm kidding. Of course. Very excited to see the Mythic Squad logo in there, and also to set a new standard for other guilds to aspire to meet, match, and defeat if they can. As far as, the rewards themselves go. Oh yeah, Jeremy, if you're in here listening, you got to get signed up, man. You got to get signed up. Oh, I see that you were in here when I said ossified. Nice. To become bony. Yes. It means to become, hard and calcified, kind of like made of hard bone and solid. In the figurative sense, you're more referring to something that's set in stone or not hard to change. The Bitcoin network is somewhat ossified compared to the dfkchain network, for example. Ooh, I hit 1,000 heroes. That's cool. Pretty cool. These things just happen with my Gen Zeros. I did have a request last time to play Seer Zerk, so I'm going to try to make that happen right now for all of you, my viewers. So there's one Seer. What's Amphitrite? Ooh, not the business. We go with Kufar. And then do I have a 12 Zerk? Not any appealing ones. Here, I will ditch the 13 Seer, even though she's my favorite of the 3. Pick up Seraph Celtigar, who I don't love. And then this, where are you? This 13 Zerk. All right, I'm in the Mad Boar Hunt, which I think is fine for me for right now. This is what I'm going to do. I'm trying to get, I still really want some speed pants of my own. And, more weapons is really just what I need, what I feel like I need. But before, while I'm loading this in, I'm going to play, Karma's made another version of that awesome song we all heard earlier. Let's hear that one. Oh shit, I didn't check her build. She has no damage. Ooh, Kufar. It's kind of got Linkin Park vibes, I feel like. Which I like. Yes, Code Green. You will be able to use a team from the qualifier round, any team from the qualifier in the championship, or mix it up and use heroes from the qualifier on different teams. Official MSVH soundtrack coming from Karma's. I can't wait. I can't wait. Please. Yes. Oh, big miss. Wild charge coming. I've done no damage. So I got dazed. It's alright though. This is a waiting game with this kind of a comp right here. I should have waited maybe. Should have used it on this guy actually. Could have given them both. No, maybe not. Let's just, yeah, get a sanctuary in with you. We like the shield, we like the heal. Nice. I like those tracks. I do think I like this one I played first, which I think is the one you sent. Oh my god, he got wrecked by a crit. We'll just go ahead and flee this one now. There's no chance. Seraph Celtigar. I meant to give her Warstone. I just kind of sped through that. I think I need the Warstone, so I'm going to collect this Hunt XP. Get some new Seers going. Because I blew that one. But I do want Dvernant there. I do want that Berserker. So he's going to get a Stampot for sure. Let's filter Seer, Zerk, and then let's go. I want level 13 only. So yeah, then change this one to 13 only. Alright, who do I got that's like down here in the hidden area? Oh, you. Should have you. For sure. 36 luck. That's ridiculous. Dvernant has 28 dex. That's why I like using him. And then, ooh, I can use Galdor, good brother. The good brother has always been good to me. I like Galdor, good brother. Really just because of his name. Like, who could say no to a good brother? Triple crit, wild charge. Yeah, hey, you know what? Sometimes the game's just telling you, no, go back and change that build that you messed up, guy. You're making bad content. That's what happened there. I'm 99% confident that's what happened there. Alright, now we have a new team. I got the right set of skills on everyone that I want. Alright. Well, I'm in hunt cooldown phase. For which one? I haven't done any hunts. I thought. Oops. I thought I hadn't done any hunts. What? Refresh? Oh, maybe it was just this guy hadn't come off of his hunt yet. He hasn't won. Come on, let me fight. Let the kids play, ref. Let the kids play. Referee. Normally refreshing the inside the window does what I need on showing the cooldown, so that was weird. Right? That was weird. Mariella, done. Galdor, good to go. Dvernant, good to go. What is happening here? Let's do a control F5. I just wanted to show me which one of the heroes is the one that's triggering it, because I want to know what I can switch. You know? What's going on? I'm flailing. I'm flailing everyone. I don't know what to do. This is what you get, though. At office hours. That one hadn't been turned down yet. Well. Oh, gotta do the 13. Mariella, check. Okay, I'm just gonna try switching out Galdor. Because I know I haven't done anything at all with Mariella recently. Must have been the problem. Weird. Weird. Man, I wish I could get someone to sing to me the way this computer sings to me. You know? Alright, so here with both Seers, I'm going to use Warstone on the first turn to take advantage of the fact that the the front boars can't do anything but gore on their first turn, so it's like a free channel with no interrupt, and it moves me forward in the turn order. I just like it. Pretty nice little setup. Every single time I use anti-berserker these days, I'm going the damage mushroom, so every time I do inflict damage, I gain 1.5% attack up to a maximum of plus 30%, and 25% chance to go berserk whenever I do that. Let's see, 4 to 8 attacks. Sometimes it's really nice and I hit like 6, but I have a couple misses there, but it did look like a pretty good result. If I get 4, I'm usually happy. That got 6. That got 6 hits, so that's a really good one. 9% off the rip. Definitely going to get a good chance of going berserk after hitting 6 of them, though, with that passive. Warstones are coming in. Boom, boom. I'm basically hands-off for a while here. Both of those guys were just casting their channel, and now I got the Zerker going crazy. Let's see who he hits. Middle boar. Nice. Wasn't one of the seers. Taunt resisted because I have a shield. Will always be resisted when I have a shield. Let's reposition. Repositioning isn't bad with Artificer because you do get that initiative back, which is pretty much always helpful. I'm going to cast one Sanctuary now before they attack and another after they attack so that I'll get some shield, but I will also get most of this health bar filled back up. This shield is really just to get him from the big boar's attack to the 2 heals. Whoop. Wild charge coming in, so we're going to get both those heals coming in pretty quickly here. One of them. Yay. Might use a potion on this turn. No headbutts out. Safe move. Yeah, we do have the baby boars attacking. Let's do that. Normally what I would like to do is use a Warstone there because even if I get headbutted one time, it's not going to break my barrier and won't CC me. So that's something to consider when you're using a seer with Sanctuary is if your shields start getting high, you can effectively use your channel without any risk of interrupt, unless they get a huge crit or something. I'm going to take some damage here on this wild charge though, so I'm going to just use Chrono Purge. You've cast Nuzzle, you haven't. You're still zerking for a long while. Attack the front one with it. Might come in a little after he comes back, which is that timing might not be great for me. It depends on how far back he gets pushed from the exhaust. I may have wanted to use that a turn earlier. Woo! With only one headbutt out, this is kind of scary for my mid guy because he might get killed by my berserker here. Oh. I was actually feared there, not even lying. Get the Sanctuary back up, get that rolling. Use your turn. I honestly want to use your turn to heal yourself. I'm really worried about a headbutt from that middle board just one-shotting this guy. But two good crits on the front guy could also kill him. So that's what I'm balancing there. Alright. Didn't get 2 good hits. I have 1 potion left. I'm going to use that on the Berserker. Yeah, because there's a 0%... It does happen right after. So I'm going to get a Rampage. It just got to use that Sanct. And then with the guy whose Sanct is down, use the potion. Getting some Artificer bonus in here is really nice. Because I am going to get that Rampage. Give the Berserker just enough to live through it and get that heal, hopefully. Boop. There he goes. He's dead. Alright, delay Sanctuary heal. Now it's this guy's turn. You have Nuzzle. I'm going to use Warstone, kind of just to draw that attack away from the Berserker, because I have a feeling the Berserker is about to take a fatty hit. Do I want to do it with both of them, though? Kinda. Why not? Because that way at least one's getting off, hopefully. Well, unless the Rampage interrupts me, which is very highly likely, actually. This ability starts to get really fun when you reduce the number of enemies on the other team, because there's more focus fire. There's fewer enemies to hit, and therefore this spreads it less. It's more focused on those two, and so it's really nice. Those blind rages, once you start getting your mushroom stacks up, become kind of insane. The Do you have Sanctuary up? Both of you have Sanctuary up. So I'm going to use this turn to Chrono Purge. This is crucial when going up against this Rampage. Hopefully it removes the Rampage buff and not the haste. Got it. Yep, I don't really mind the haste as much as that huge damage bonus that the guy gets. And now I really need to get the Sanctuary going, though. I might actually move her to the front position. How much does that bleed hitting you? 60 or 5 stacked up? Damn, no amount of Sanctuary is going to save you, my friend. Let's do another Chrono Purge then. We're just going to try to murk the Mama Boar with the Seers. Let the Berserker take his last hit from Mama Boar, as he should. But we do have Nuzzle coming in as soon as I do a lot of damage. So first I'll use a Sanctuary here. I can set up War Cry, or Warstone with my Seers to kind of hit almost concurrently, but not like in the same gap as the Chrono Purge is going to hit, and give myself a decent chance of getting a lot of damage done despite the incoming Nuzzle. See, because she's going to be attacked with the Warstone here. She is going to attack with the Warstone here, and both of the Chrono Purges land here. So it's effectively in one turn, I'm doing 4 attacks worth of damage with these 2 Seers to the Mama Boar. Hopefully I get some crits and no misses, and I get kind of lucky and kill her. That would be really nice. Chrono Purge comes in, no crits yet. 159. Big crit. Come on, Mariella, come on. 195. We killed Mama Boar. That's how it's done, baby. Amazing. And from here, it is cleanup time with Warstone on the front, Boar for both of them. Sure, you can. Yeah, and he can't even headbutt him. So hopefully this is just 2 hits and I don't have any problems. We get the kill. Artificer coming in to give me some more health. Boom, 74 health left. Even if I miss this one, I can get it in 2 or 3 basic attacks. Should be fine to do it. Especially with these Artificers coming in clutch at the end. And there you have it, folks. Oh, there's the miss. You don't have it yet, folks. Seers love to do that to me. They like perform really well and then tease me with that last final blow. You know? They just tease me with it. But not a problem. Even weak basic attacks can deal with the weak Boar. And that is the 2 Seers, 1 Berserker setup that I think TuneFed? Someone asked for it last time. I feel a lot more confident in that one than that's a pretty strong composition in my opinion. You can alternate using Sanctuaries if you want to just keep that one shield up, or use them both at once to prevent a kind of bigger attack. And then you get kind of the shields from Artificer just coming in at really nice times because you're consistently using that Warstone, using your Seers for potions, repositioning if you have to, whatever it takes to kind of get some of that initiative back while also giving value in other ways to your team. I'm going to pick up some crystal here in case I need to do a retry on my next one. Ooh. Come on. Well, how much is that? Show me how much crystal it is. I should remove these decimals, I guess. Oh, I don't want that. I certainly don't want that for it. Come on, dude. Guy. There we go. 26 is sufficient. There we go. All right. That covers me for a couple retries. Yeah, TuneFed sees the huge value of the double Chrono, double Warstone. And if you have Time Warp as well, you can actually set it up so that basically like the Time Warps hit before that round. You know, so you get, it's like adding a little bit of burst before their turn, but in that same kind of window of one of their turns that they have a chance to respond to. So it's really, really nice. I have no idea what's happening there. This is the 1 hour chart. It's useless in my opinion. Gold is doing nothing on the daily chart. But it's kind of pumping against Crystal, I guess. It's kind of like reached this nadir, this bottom. There's nadir at top. Might be. I don't know. I don't know words. I don't know words, guys. I'm not good at them. Let's show off some of my... I don't remember... Someone else had another request. I don't remember what it was. Aside from the Seer Zerk. Maybe it was Seer Priest Berserker. Also a fun one. I have one with that one. Maybe I'll show it off next. I do want to get... I love... I mean, I can't resist showing off the level 20s. The level 20 battles. It's so fun. We got here Rob Rose Punch with my borrowed... Ooh, wow. That might be done with me. Nah, 13 minutes, plenty. Oh, shit. It's already almost 7, guys. Wow. 1 hour goes by fast at 6 o'clock. I just gotta say. Alright, so I guess I'm only doing this one more. Probably. Otherwise, you know, Lord help me on what awaits me if I don't. Doesn't matter. You know? This is a test to see if she's still watching or not. Can't believe she's signed up for my tournament. Doesn't even have any heroes. Golly. Golly. But yeah, Lorraine's borrowed Excalibur here. Love playing with this thing. It is quite a doozy of a weapon. I like using Hunter's Mark because I'm addicted to accuracy, and lowering their evasion is effectively adding to your own accuracy. And you get, if you hit like all 3 or even 2, you're getting some pretty fat damage. This Sheol Rosethorn hits for 61. Oh, wow. She cleansed it. What a annoyance. That does happen, though. Does happen. That's why we have 2 archers. That's why we have 2. Baby. Come on. Come on. Use your Hunter's Mark. There you go. You got it. We're going to make this mini again so we can see the damage. All right. And then here, I think just going to go with the Gladiator Strike, build into this Rapid Onslaught. There it is. Big crit for 318. Gosh, that feels so good. Ooh, it feels so good when you're doing the Rock Bach Party Time and they just hit for that hard. Let me see. Perfect. All right. Just going to keep putting damage on the front one at this point, waiting for a cheat, kind of. Oh, body slam. Uh-oh. Could be a game changer. Oh. The fact that the other one got stunned is an annoyance. It's alright though. I'm gonna drop this rapid shot. Hope that it I kinda hope it crits the back ones. Oh, that guy should die, assuming no cleanse. That's nice. That's good. And I got the daze on the front one. That was pretty optimal. Now I'm coming in with the rapid onslaught with no cheaps. This is gonna be nice. Oh, 452 it hits. 120 damage on the cheap, 120 damage on that one. She's stunned now. Annoying. We have a cheap out now. I'm just not going to take any risk with it. I'm just going to murk it. Yeah, I think just play it safe with this Gladiator Strike. At this point, the game is effectively in my hands because of the result of that early body slams. That's a level 20 average box, people. I've heard people, you know, telling me that they're difficult. But you just gotta come equipped. The bleed and the dot alone would do most of her health, even if I had missed that shot. I didn't know I had that one on loop. It was not supposed to be on loop. But either way, rocked him. Clamoring and clanging with the Excalibur. It's a reference to weapons and armor hitting each other. You get it? Because you get weapons and armor. That's why it's a clamor and clanging rockbach party time. I digress. But, that said, once again, anyone who has questions about the Mythic Squad Void Hunt tournament, be sure to, you know, scroll on back and listen to the rest of this live stream that was earlier where we covered the details. If you come up with any questions between now and signing up, feel free to message me in the Mythic Squad Discord, tag me in the general chat. We can discuss it all there. And yeah, looking forward to some excellent competition. Let's see an update on the sign-up sheet. Yeah, still sitting at 8 responses, not counting. I've already removed my facetious wife's response. So we have 1/4 of the spots filled for the tournament. I will not be participating, just FYI. I learned my lesson there on last time. Competing in the event that you're hosting is just not as fun as hosting the event or competing in the event individually. So I'm just going to stick to my guns and host it. I appreciate you all for sticking around with me tonight. Let me know in the Discord or on Twitter. You can just tag me, at me, whatever. If you like this earlier time slot, I had several people ask me to start doing these at 6 if I could. They said they would prefer it. So just kind of gauging how the community feels now that I've done it here at 6. And if always open to interpretation, feedback, changes, critical comments, snide remarks, anything of that nature, always welcome. And I will leave you all with my favorite song of them all, which now you're wondering, is it the Alpha Police or is it the Mosh Pit? Oh man, this is the Mythic Squad Void Hunt stream. So
we swimming with the dead, hanging down in the darkness. Gotta keep them demons fed, so we burning dreads for the full spread of trance in his head. Hanging lying in bed, blood on chain, I'm chilling. In the mosh pit, in the mosh pit, in the mosh pit, in the mosh pit. We hitting those mosh shots, baby. Going for boss cards, baby. Mythic dread, that ain't cut it, honey. To make these cards, you gotta burn money, dummy. Your car's straight up funny. We burn better heroes than you'll ever have. You excited about lay G's, that shit sad. Mosh would wipe the floor against all you pores. Check the score, y'all need to hit the floor. Buy some more and take them to the mosh pit. In the mosh pit, in the mosh pit. We hitting those mosh shots, baby. Going for boss cards, baby. Mythic dread, that ain't cut it, honey. To make these cards, you gotta burn money, dummy. Your car's straight up funny. We burn better heroes than you'll ever have. You excited about lay G's, that shit sad. Mosh would wipe the floor against all you pores. Check the score, y'all need to hit the score. Buy some more and take them to the mosh pit. In the mosh pit, in the mosh pit.
you level up like you level up like that, you get put in the pit right away. No mokshas, no nothing. No stone heroes, yeah, we put them right in the pit. All basic abilities, right to the pit. Archers under 50 dex, in the pit, right away. Rarity is too low, you go in the pit. Also, if your rarity is too high, you go in the pit. Too high, too low. Either way, you're in the pit.